Now we are live. Episode 23.
Fieldy, episode 23. Status.
So,
Stokes. Yep. Yeah, I know what it is.
yeah,
Man, it's been kind of a long week.
yeah.
Random ass holiday in the middle, it's the day after the 4th of July. So what you end up doing, man?
I was just calling the cops on my neighbors when it turned 10. Because, old man now. So, I got to go to bed. Y'all going to bed too. Whether y'all want to or not.
You gonna call the police on your neighbors, man?
Well, man, and they don't own the house. I think they Section 8, man. So, they used to the police. So I'm like, get reacquainted with Officer Friendly here. And if they acting like they don't want to shut down the party, I'm like, officer there, they selling drugs, and I believe that gentleman with the backwards hat, yeah, gun.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you went to bed early. You ain't barbecuing nothing.
I barbecue, but after like 8 o'clock, I'm like, y'all gotta go home, man. Get out, go home. We ain't having this, man. We only family on holidays, and this holiday is over to me once the sun go down.
Man, yeah, I barbecued. I only made a slab of ribs, man. I just wanted to try a new recipe, man. This is how you know niggas. Niggas is excited about new recipes.
Like, man, look at all these spices. Oh my.
Right. Pause. But yeah, be excited about new recipes instead of things that used to matter.
Man, status is getting robbed alive. Oh, yeah.
Right.
He getting robbed, man. Let's give it to him, man. Let's give him the house, man. Let's get out safe.
Gunshots.
Fireworks or gunshots? You be the judge.
Oh man, that was a TV. I know that's random. It's like TV, yeah. But yeah, man, I ain't do nothing special for the 4th. Just kicked it with my peoples. Went to a couple places, ate, some barbecue. Drunk a little bit. Went hard, but couldn't go too hard. Pause. Because had to go to work.
Future. What was that song with Future? What was it? Coming Out Strong. Said, only time I feel loud is when I tasted it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but couldn't go too hard because I had to go to work. So, I mean, I don't understand why jobs just don't give you the day after holidays off.
Especially in the middle of the week.
Right.
I say it was like a Monday, and like, yeah, you had a free that weekend. You bring your ass back in. But no, this on a Wednesday.
Right. 4th of July should just stay on the same day every year, no matter
what. Like, this is the observance. Like Martin Luther King Day. His birthday's on the 15th, but we celebrate every third Monday.
Right. That's how the shit needs to be with Independence Day. It's called Independence Day anyway. Nigga, like that whole 4th of July is overrated.
Man, it's probably my most hated holiday because I hate fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they're pointless. I'm like, ooh, they make pretty things in the sky. I'm like, I'm not retarded. I don't suffer from any mental retardation. I'm like, I don't care about pretty colors.
And it's just teaching kids how to get their legal weapons. How to get weapons illegally.
Or teach them like, yo, this like Jason Pierre-Paul gives them like a like, this is what happens when you fuck up your life.
He gonna go around giving seminars about.
Oh man, that remind me. Like, one of my one of my homeboys, Tariq. He he's Cape Verdean. And he was
Mm-hmm.
telling me he's from Philly. He was telling me about because he Cape Verdean. He looks racially ambiguous. So
Mm-hmm.
so he said when he was like in high school, like this like Mexican dude came to his high school. It was like one of those things. He had like a DUI. And he was talking about like how you shouldn't drink and drive and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
like Tariq said, like at the end, the dude said, you can not only hurt someone, it's also illegal. And Tariq said he got up real loud and said, "You're illegal."
Mm.
And then
Damn.
the dude came up to him at the end of at the end of it. It was like, "Yo, man, we gotta sit together in this thing, man. You know, we're the same people." And Tariq said he was so upset. He was like, "I can't believe this Mexican thought I was one of him. Like, man, I am legal. I was born here. He came across the Rio Grande. That's different." I was like, man, that's very racist. But I'm gonna use that joke in a not too distant future.
Oh man. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, a lot of different things happened last week. We had
And our
we
boy,
had
man,
LeBron. I mean, a lot happened in sports. A lot happened with you know, with Aubrey, man.
well, let's
How
kick it
you
off
doing
with
now?
LeBron.
We gonna start with LeBron.
LeBron James.
Yeah, I'm a little sad, man. I'm a little sad because I've been a Lakers fan since
And now you're a
1998.
LeBron fan.
Probably, yeah. I would say as early as 1998, man. It was probably about, yeah, it was probably like 10 when I
That's
became
a coincidence. The end of the Bulls dynasty should right up to LA.
a yeah, man. It was Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant made me a Lakers fan. I always liked Magic as a kid too, but I was just I was a real Kobe fan, and so it kind of hurts me to see my arch nemesis now on the winning team. So
And I just think that LeBron was just like I think he's basically retired. He's on his retirement tour.
yeah, he wanna get off the steroids. He wanna get off the juice.
Stop taking them human growth hormones. Be next
Right.
to his the love of his life and his mistress, and bring Savannah too. Man, he get the Beyonce gonna be there front row all 41 games. So
Right. Right.
he gonna sneak Rihanna in for a few times, but his boo, his bae, Beyonce, the mother of his twins.
Mm. I ain't even think about it. It is easy access for LeBron. I guess he was tired flying there, flying everywhere, only seeing them, you know, every time they, on Christmas and NBA Finals. It's like,
They got a few concert dates.
right? You gotta get that booty on a regular. That's funny. But yeah, LeBron. So LeBron signs with the Lakers, 4-year deal. Really a 3-year deal with an option.
All right, no opt out.
No, it's no opt out. I thought it was
Full,
opt
full
out.
4 years. You got a full 4 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
He
LeBron.
committed. He committed. Like that last year, that's gonna be the real drop off for Braun because he ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't. Then in that same day they just like, man, whoever at the rec, hey, we finna go hoop at the rec, man. Whoever
Shit,
come,
Jamel. Hey,
whoever come, that's the team we gonna build.
like they say, like LeBron needs shooters. So you know what we gonna get? We're gonna get all the dudes that can't shoot. Let's get
We'll
them
get
on the team.
we'll get head cases who can't shoot. let's sign Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, Rondo. KCP the only one who can shoot, but he's streaky.
He's freaky, and isn't he like an alcoholic?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then he go to jail. Like
he couldn't go nowhere anyway.
Like he could come out for practice and games, so he have to go back to jail.
Right. I'm like, this nigga can't really be no free agent. He house arrest. You wear a brace. You wear a brace in a game.
I'm like, yo, hey, KCP, man, we about to after this game, man. We about to hit this club up, man. What you doing, man? I'm about to go to jail.
Right. I'm gonna go to my cell, man. This nigga come outside for recreational time. You just get extended recreational time. That's all. So instead of an hour, you're getting about 3 hours.
Yeah, you're getting that extended furlough. Like, yeah, man, you got 3 hours, man. You better be back. If we're going overtime, man, you can't play.
Right. for all the overtime. That's one more minute in the hole. Some shit. Yeah. But the Lakers, I mean, overall, I think that they're gonna be competitive. I mean, that West is tough though, but yeah,
the West is 1 through 10 now.
Huh?
It's 1 through 10 in the West now. Well, I don't know. Yeah. It depends on what the Spurs do.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough next year, man. I mean, there's a lot of good teams. It was a lot of good teams last year who improved, and now you add the Lakers who, with LeBron, they definitely gonna win about 10, 15 more games. That's like
50 games, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them, with 45 plus wins, but I just can't see them in the purple and gold, man.
It's gonna be real weird.
Yeah, in a number 23, I just feel like that number should never grace a purple and gold jersey. But it's LeBron James. It's about ticket sales. It's about putting them back on the map. I did hear a theory. Huh?
Space Jam 2.
Right. I did hear a theory though that that the NBA really do want to put the big markets back on top. So, and starting with LA. Huh?
Do something in Chicago.
Right. I think they first want to start with the biggest, I guess, prestigious teams and biggest markets. So LA, New York, and I don't know how Boston is a bigger market than Chicago, but I mean, I just think the prestige of the team.
Bigger market than Boston. If you just look at population, but it just ain't. That's one thing I don't get. Like everybody moving to Houston, like, well, realistically, it ain't shit to do in Houston outside of get your candy paint on your Cadillac and go to a strip club. It ain't shit to do in Houston. They ain't got no. Like I did a stopover in Houston. It wasn't even. I don't know. Maybe I need to be there for some days.
I was about to say you eat some Whataburger and drive around the land.
I'm like, it's hot as fuck, man. That's one thing, but that's all Houston got. It's hot as fuck. And you got a bunch of Nigerians, so I definitely ain't going, man. Like, take my damn email address and send me them damn chain letters. No, I will not give you money. Oh, I know you're not a fucking prince, man. No.
No. Nah, I fucks with Houston though. Houston is yeah. I mean, I agree with you. The fact that it ain't too much to do outside of that,
But y'all got a lot of fat asses though, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, it balances it out. That balances the time. But
what you want to Houston for? Yeah, asses, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's
something to go for.
Man, hey, when a guy from Canada, figures that out and goes there often, for that same reason, then it must be something,
That goes there and then gets extorted by like the president of Rap-A-Lot Records.
Right. Yeah, we're not gonna get into Drake just yet, but yeah, the NBA is looking like a fantasy draft, man.
Yeah,
I can't believe that it's so much random trades and how much the price is peanuts, man. It's like working for minimum wage. They
yeah.
like the Warriors getting Boogie Cousins, for
And you like,
5.3 million, the veteran minimum.
yeah, and that's just a luxury. He ain't coming back until like since it was Achilles tear, he ain't coming back until a minimum of February.
Right, which is good for him because he get to fully heal, and when he come back, he gonna be valued, and he gonna play playoff ball for the like probably the first time.
Yeah, because he
And
got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt,
right,
so he couldn't make it technically. He went in the playoffs. But yeah, and
yeah, so I mean, but that's crazy that their starting lineup next year will be the starting lineup of the All-Star team this year. Like that's nuts. Like I would have never thought that would ever happen.
yeah, but Marcus just basically becoming JaVale McGee for them this year, and he's gonna try to get paid next off season. That's why a lot of people are signing 1 year deals this year, because next year, like remember like a couple of years ago when there was a big cap spike and like Solomon Hill was getting like 60 million.
Mm-hmm.
It's another big cap spike because that's like a second part of the TV deal is activate next year. So it's gonna be another cap spike. So like they looking at the Bulls. The Bulls, even when they signed Zach LaVine, they still gonna have like 40 million in cap space.
Mm-hmm.
So and like the Knicks are gonna have like 40 million, and the Nets are gonna have 40 million. So it's gonna be most of the big market teams outside of like Houston and Boston are gonna have big money to spend. So that's why everybody's signing 1 year deal. They're like, we can suck it up this year, but next year we're all getting paid.
Right. And they won't and it's gonna be a great free agency class next year.
Led by
So
Carmelo Anthony.
fuck out of here.
Carmelo,
Carmelo,
he's so fucking
Carmelo
wild.
gonna make Carmelo gonna make 2 million next year, Joe.
Man, he gonna retire next year. Man, ain't nobody signing that bomb.
Team,
Hoodie
teams,
Mello, man.
teams is not paying. Melo finna be on that same level as Derrick Rose.
Hoodie
Finna get
Mello. Man, he
finna
had
get
everybody fooled. He was like out there hooping against garbage man. People think he was back.
right. Had a hoodie on, was hitting a couple of shots. Then everybody thought he was gonna come kill. He lost a lot of weight. Next thing you know, oh, the nigga's out of shape. Like, dang.
He went
Y'all just
straight to
told me
Egypt.
I lost weight, man. Now you telling me that I'm out of shape. Well,
Yeah,
what was
Paul
then?
George though, man. Paul George is a sucker.
Yeah, Paul George stayed talking about some Lakers didn't come grab me. Sound like a bitter thought.
He was like, they was like, man, you was gonna be our second banana, man. We got LeBron. You come here.
Talking about some. I'm like, what you wanted me to trade the second pick? I was
But
having this
you,
conversation yesterday. It was like, would you trade the second pick? Even I mean, okay, the second pick being Lonzo Ball. Would you trade Lonzo Ball for Paul George? And I said no. Not because I think Lonzo Ball is better than Paul George. I just, Lonzo Ball is 19, 20 years old. Paul George is like 28, 29 with a broken leg. What else? I mean, and he proved
fucked
that
up
he can
lining.
do it. You
Yeah,
said what?
fucked up lining.
He
Like you
also,
put that lining on your team, man. Like, yeah, man, the Lakers got standards, man.
well, no, they don't. They got LeBron. Oh,
Wow, LeBron about to get that Jamie Foxx line as soon as he go to LA.
got got that grass cut hair, man. Got that Afro turf.
Yeah, man, they about to put that Astro turf in his head, put that Beijing in. You were like, wow. When LeBron grow his hairline back?
If LeBron got a better hairline this time around, I'd be very upset. Especially because he in the purple and gold. Just trying to make him look better. But yeah, it's all about money with them.
Yeah.
Just like
But the thing is, I don't get is with the Thunder is that right now they're the most expensive team in the history of basketball with their luxury tax.
Mm.
But a few years ago, they traded away James Harden specifically because they didn't want to pay the luxury tax.
Right.
It was lower back then. They had just paid it. We're not even talking about the Warriors right now. We're talking about who can stop this Thunder dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Paul George is a sucker. I mean, he didn't want to be the man. He didn't want to be the man. The Lakers could see that, hey, Paul George can't be the man. So instead we gonna get LeBron. You can come play with LeBron. But I don't think you want to play with LeBron. I kind of don't think that Kawhi Leonard want to play with LeBron.
Oh, I don't know what to think about Kawhi. He's a weird guy. He drives a Tahoe when he has braids. I mean, that's already like you're already on another plane when you're talking about that. I mean, only time I see a Tahoe was like my sophomore year of in college when this dude came around with a Chevy Tahoe with Lamborghini doors. I was clowning him, and then he came back and was like, "What?" Yeah, somebody said like, "Oh man, gone, man, gone, man. We don't want no trouble, man. I just shit on myself, man, gone."
Yeah. But I'm trying to think who else. What else was a big trade?
Dwight Howard is going to DC to mess with little girls in DC. Hide your high schools. Dwight's on the loose.
Mm, yeah, it's sad how he went from being a top player to
Team
like
cancer.
right. And the crazy thing is like he is talent hasn't diminished. It's like dude was balling. He been balling, but I mean, apparently they say his attitude is terrible. I can see that though.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's like an NBA secret, but he's like one of the most hated dudes though. It's like I don't know. He just a clown. I don't know. I guess over 82 games, you just get tired of that. Man, you're a grown ass man, bro. This is a job.
True. Man, who else was I know Aaron Gordon signed back with the Magic. That was good.
And the Chicago Bulls have done nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
I was about to say, I wonder if they're gonna give Levine that extension.
Well, actually, my thing is, I think he's gonna play on that 1 year like tender and try to be unrestricted next year when all the money's out.
That'd be terrible for the Bulls' sake.
Yeah. But that's the Bulls, man. Like Jerry Reinsdorf, man. He's like the cheap motherfucker, and the stereotype of the cheap Jew. He he just fits it, you know. But no anti-Semitism though, because I know y'all control all media and stuff, so don't shut down this podcast.
No,
I
but
support Israel and your right to exist.
the NBA, I just feel like the NBA is just gonna keep getting weirder, man. We gonna go through.
Next off season is gonna be the biggest off season in NBA in a long time, because that's when Warriors got to make a decision because Draymond, Clay, KD, and Boogie all gonna want to get paid. Only person locked up is Steph, and he locked in that super max.
Right. Yeah, stuff ain't going nowhere unless it's a trade.
Ain't nobody trading for him because like he's kind of he doesn't fit any other. Nobody else's style fits Golden State style. He got to play that style. So
And it's all based around Steph Curry to you.
it's kind of it's based off like Steph would be a good player in other teams, but he won't be great. He only be great in Golden State because of just all the other factors. Because you got Clay, you got your highly efficient Dalton and Draymond, you got Iggy. Like it's like a lot of pieces that fit around Curry that elevates him to like this stratosphere that other teams just don't have. And other teams who might have that already have that point guard. So it's kind of redundant to just bring stuff in. Like he could go to Boston, but you got Kyrie. So what's the point of bringing in Steph when you got Kyrie? And Kyrie's younger. Steph's gonna be 30, or is he 30? Did we lose status again?
No, my bad. So, oh man. So yeah, with the trades, I mean with the signings, it's just been a lot going on in the NBA.
I was just saying. So I was just asking if Steph was 30 years, 30. So yeah,
So what about 30 years?
yeah. I just don't think he would fit in like with any other. He wouldn't get traded because right now he's 30. So you realistically, you only got like four more good years out of him before the decline starts. Especially since I don't think he's on HGH. So right around 34 is where you start declining.
Mm-hmm.
We saw with Ray Allen, saw with Paul Pierce. That's like the cutoff line, like 34, 35. Only person who hasn't had that decline is LeBron, and we all know why.
Right.
His dirty little secret.
Right. Steroid stand.
Hey,
Everybody.
LeBron, what's that needle sticking out? Oh no, that ain't shit, man. I ain't your business.
Wait, does that say syringe? Oh man, LeBron is yeah, LeBron.
So moving on from LeBron, talk about his lover, man who loves him almost as much as Beyonce, Aubrey. Oh no, we may have lost status again. So I was gonna start showing us twerking videos.
Hello.
Yo, you
It's
back there?
crazy.
I was
Yeah.
Since you was gone, I was just about to show the audience twerking videos till you came back.
Yo, my bad. I'm all
Man,
over
I
the
was
place.
to show them the twerk team. And I was thinking, man, the twerk team been out since like 2008 or whatever, 2009. They like only 24, so they was like twerking at like 12 or something. That's like it's like sad.
No, that's the industry age. Them niggas like 35.
Oh, so Miss Twerk, so quit lying about your age.
Right. She talking about she 22. Yeah, she was 22 back in 2010. Like she is not young.
I'm thinking like,
She,
yo, it's like you was out with no hands was popping this shit.
right. That's what I'm like. You been too long talking about you still in your early 20s. That's not true. I, I was watching those videos and my but what else on the agenda, man? What we was talking about?
Yeah, well, we was about to transition. So we was talking about LeBron. We got to talk to one of his biggest fans, the Scorpion King. No, not Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Aubrey the Drake Graham.
Aubrey. Yeah. Drake Mania running wild once again. How do you feel about the album Scorpion?
Well, when people listen to the bonus episode of Stokely Solo, I go a little into depth. Well, I said it's like I give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we did a letter grade, so I said it was a C because I just don't think that, like I said, like when y'all listen to the solo, I go a little bit more in depth. But I just don't think he still hasn't given himself open. Like he has like it's like a fake vulnerability. It's not real. And I'm waiting for like the real Arby Graham to like express like what do you care about? It's like we've heard what you said before about I was struggling but now I'm rich. After Degrassi I was struggling but now I made it. And, fame has changed people. And we've heard that almost every album. We've heard that. It's time to switch it up. Man. Now you're a father, and what makes you tick now? What do you care about? What in the world makes you? Why do you get up in the morning? That's what I want to hear. Like we hear that from Kendrick now. We hear that from J. Cole. Like there's a growth there, and I don't see no growth with Drake. Like the music, a lot of music still sound good, but it's just like I've heard this before. I
You
have
ain't,
my
I mean, you didn't feel like the fact that he was talking more about the angle of Kanye and them, and along with his kid, wasn't growth or something new?
oh it sounds like you're just responding to what happened. It seemed like you were just being defensive. And it seemed like it was a natural progression. It seemed like you were put in that corner. Like if he had his own brothers, this didn't come out, he wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, I can see that. So
But,
you said a
but he
7 out of 10.
did expose a lot of things that, I'm glad he did at least address it instead of just like doing the whole, I'm too cool for school and just ignore it. At least he addressed it. But I think Joe Budden probably said it a little better than I could because he's an industry insider. But
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, being a rapper, he can decipher lyrics better than I can. So like Drake really, man, Kanye's really a scumbag. That's another thing I learned from this album. Kanye's a scumbag. We should. He's a real piece of shit. So that's why I say. So what do you think of the
Um,
Scorpion experience? Were you are you scorpionized?
Well, I'm probably, top five, top two, and I'm not two when it comes to biggest Aubrey fan.
Yeah, you OVO status, man.
Yeah, I'm OVO status for sure. But I think the album's good. I don't think it's great. I don't put that in Drake's top three best projects or albums. I think it's just a good album. I think that the more and more I listen to it, though, some songs that I felt just like was lukewarm becomes better to listen to. And I think that the B side is something that you like. You got to listen. You just got to let it rock. You got to press play and listen to the whole project straight. Like you can't hear certain songs out of pocket, or it just sound like whack ass songs.
Yeah,
Like songs that should have never came out. Like
his sequencing
summer
is very
games or
good. This is it's one of his better sequence albums to me
mm-hmm.
because I think More Life. I guess he said it was a mixtape slash playlist, so I can see that why that was just a collection of songs. But I felt
Mm-hmm.
Views was very disjointed to me. Views was just like it didn't have a theme to me. It was very disjointed. It was just like you know these are just songs I made. I hope they hit the radio. You know. So this one, I think Scorpion was he was trying to tell like a story maybe. I just think it's just the same story, or maybe a few choose your own adventures. But it's still not. I'm waiting for the Aubrey album, and not the. I don't know if that makes sense. I want not the Drake album. I want the Aubrey album.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, and Ratchet Happy Birthday is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life, man.
You
I'm
don't like
like,
that
yo,
song?
I
It's
hate
your
this song. I hate that song. It's terrible. Like, man, it sounds like an abortion. It sounds like Jesus.
I like that song.
Hate that. Hate it.
That shit funny. Um, no man, but I thought side A was amazing. I think there's two songs on there that I can like I don't have to hear anymore, and I'm fine with it. That's Elevate. I'm not a big fan of Elevate. Even though it's a Drakey song, I feel like it's out of place for him rapping. Even though like not every single song he like barring it to death, but he at least is barring throughout the whole album. Like Elevate to me is just one of them Drake songs that like for it to be a certain vibe that he was going for. Now I feel like this song is out of place. I feel like this song was probably a original song that existed for Scorpion prior to the diss.
Prior to
It's like,
Pusha Terrence.
yeah, it's like
Something feeling.
you can listen to the album, you can hear what was there prior to the album and what has, either been created after the diss or, he went back and rewrote, you know. So like March 14th, I think that song exists prior to the Pusha diss. I think that goes with everything that Pusha T said and what everybody was,
Yeah,
rumoring to be that he was going to address, his kid on his album.
yeah. I'm actually reading something at Rolling Stone where this is kind of where Pusha learned about it. Is that he played it for Kanye, March 14th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I mean that's
Most of it was already out there. It's like he added some extra stuff after the disc,
yeah.
a few extra lines, but for the most part, like where he was talking about like being a father and everything,
Mm-hmm.
like it was part of that. That's what Pusha heard, and he was just like, "Oh, I see." And then that's why I said Kanye's a scumbag.
Oh yeah, we already know that though.
Like, yo, man, if you support Kanye right now, man, I got a question. I got to question people that support Kanye. He's a bad person. But it's like supporting Chris Brown now, man. It's like you know what you're getting in bed with.
Right. So if I had to rate the album, I'd probably say it's 7.5, man.
Yeah, we right around the same area.
Yeah.
I'm probably a little lower than you just because I'm looking for him to be more adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I
I'm
think
ready
the
to go a
whole
little
point.
tougher than I probably would do another artist who probably released the same album. Because now, like you're a pop star now, you can do whatever you want now. So I expect more.
Yeah, I think with this album, he was just really trying to make all the critics happy and do exactly what everybody's been saying for years. Like it would be great if Drake had a whole album of just R&B and having a whole album of just rapping.
Yeah, I suggested that before, but I want the content to be different in both. And my whole thing is I would have released them at the same time. I would release I would release side A one week and then side B the next week.
Yeah,
And then
I
I
think
would tour. I would tour off. My whole thing is I would tour off different ones. I would do a whole tour where I'm not doing side B, and then do another tour where I'm only doing side B. I'm not doing side A.
I can see that. I mean, I think that Drake, I think that we don't live in a like that would be cool if in a different era, but I don't think we live in a time where that's possible. Where it's like, let me drop the first side this week and then next week. Now, maybe because it's just Drake and rules don't apply to Drake, but um, I just don't think we live in a time where people will be receptive and pay attention the same way. It's like people not gonna spend 2 weekends in a row like going nuts and going, like, oh my God, Drake is dropping. Oh my God, Drake is dropping again. Like I don't know. Like I said, maybe because of Drake, we could,
Yeah,
he could, he can defeat the odds, when it comes to that. But I just don't think that could happen. But overall, I thought the album was good, man. There's some songs on there to me that's like dope as ever. Then there's some songs that's cool, and then there's some songs that I'm like, all right, man. One thing that irritated me about the album is the girl who sings at the end of Is There More? Or I think that's the name of the song. She's singing the More Than a Woman, Leah.
yeah. Isn't it? I'm, I wish. No, it's not. I forgot who that was. Let me try to look up who that was.
Yeah, I forgot her name, but that is like it's good singing sounding bad, if that makes any sense. It's like she has all the right notes, they're just put together wrong.
Like
Like,
she didn't. She it was like she didn't have a producer. She had a beat maker when she came in. Because a producer would let you know, like, nah, that's not it. That's not it, girl.
like it every time I hear it, I'm like a dog every time I hear it. It's something about it that's ringing off and hurting my ears and making me very angry every time I hear it. It's like I'm picking out like, you know what? That that pitch is right. That pitch is right. That pitch is right, but wrong with
Yeah.
with that.
That's
Like, yeah, the harmonies.
that was Nye Palm,
Yeah, I know her.
Hiatus Coyote.
Yeah, no, and she cool. She
Yeah,
got
actually, I've heard her. She can sing. She just
yeah
someone wasn't like coaching her right when she laid her vocals for this. Those
yeah
who did?
it
Oh, Preem, like you did a bad job there, Preem.
I mean, just listen to that. Just every time it just rubbed me wrong because I'm like, I know I can hear the good. Like I can tell that this person can sing. It's just not mixed it's just not you know, just I don't know, the organizing of the harmony is just don't
But
sound well. And then
I'm trying to think, did she do the vocals and then someone laid the track down afterwards? Did they rearrange it? Because that could be she could be singing to something different than what she thought she was singing to. Like they could have rearranged it afterwards. That could be a post production mistake then. Then that's on the producer.
maybe, yeah, maybe. But I mean, like I said, I think that if you somebody who like it depends on how you listen to music, because I can see how you can tune out everything and just hear the main vocal. The main vocal, she sounds good, you know, but if you listen harder, you can hear like each like how I hear the music is that I can hear each track. So each time she came in and recorded, you know, I can hear each time, and I'm like, whoever mixed this and mastered this, and I don't know, they did a terrible job. But besides that, and besides how the Weeknd is portraying to be Michael Jackson.
And he needs to cut "In My Feelings" like off the album
You don't like In My Feelings?
because it got City Girls on there, and City Girls they need to be systematically destroyed. No City Girls ever.
Why?
Because you ever listen to City Girls?
No.
Well, all they talk about is like scamming niggas and robbing them.
Yeah, I checked out the
Yeah,
songs.
they're dangerous, man. We need to. They are a bad model for women.
I know that they signed to QC, so you know. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything, you know, less.
Wait, is Future coming out tonight?
I don't know. Future coming out with what?
Beast Mode 2?
Possibly. I don't know.
Let me check my title. See if this is coming up. We have to maybe some live breaking reviews.
But I thought he rapped. I thought Drake rapped really well on his album. And I like how he pretty much answered everything that we needed to know without really being like totally messy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people still wanted a Drake. I'm coming out the gate shooting at Pusha T.
I
You
mean,
know, you said
it's
something
really
about my
nothing you can
daddy.
say about Pusha that we don't already know. So it's
Right.
like,
But
what you can say? What he's 40, he has braids, he raps about coke. That's nothing you can nothing really to say about Push. Push is pretty much a boring guy. It's like there's nothing you can nothing you can say about him
that's true. But
unless you
even
find
if
out like he's like did you know that Pusha like got his back blown out by Frank Ocean? And I'm like, oh okay, I did
right,
not know that.
right. But even if he did have something to say about Pusha, like you mad at your friend more than you mad at, you know, if
Pusha already dropped the big Joker, man. So it's like,
like
yo,
and to be honest, Pusha didn't have, even though Pusha said he had more, Pusha ain't have more either. It wasn't no real more he had, unless
I don't think he had more juice. I think he was gonna borrow him to death.
I think he just gonna keep stretching out that you know, him hiding the kid and all that. And Kanye, like I think the way that he attacked Kanye on Duppy and throughout this album was rightfully so. You know, it was deserving, because it's like, if that's your guy, and not to say that they super homies, like they best of friends, but like if we cool and we had this relationship, and you know, and I'm talking to you, you know, about something private, do you put my business out there with somebody who really want to, you
He
know,
really don't fuck with me like that.
right? Right, who been, you know, taking little jabs, you know, throughout the years, you know, you just flat out give him this information, and then out of nowhere you know, say, hey, we gonna drop in May and June. Like, come on, fam.
Like, dude, like my album's coming out, dude. What are you doing?
Like, you don't want me to have nothing. Like, you know it's Drake time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What if Kanye's trying to get Drake deported? Because you know his ties to Trump.
I don't know what Kanye. I don't know what Kanye
Is
doing.
Kanye gonna build a wall around Canada?
You need to build a wall for Kanye and let him be there by himself. But I'm pissed at him though.
Listeners, listen to my little brief thing. I talk about Drake and Georgia Smith a little bit in depth. We don't gotta do it now, but let's listen to that.
Drake and Georgia Smith. Oh,
I go.
yeah.
The solo show is mostly conspiracy theory, so you like those? Listen to that. So I'm just talking.
That's funny. But yeah, man, it just I don't know. It was like I said, I like side A. Elevate. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Elevate. I'm also not a I'm trying to think what's the other song that I could kind of live without.
No, what's Jay? Jace. Jay, that little bullshit line you had at the end.
Yeah.
We was talking about talk up. We was talking about y'all can kill XXX, but y'all can't kill Zimmerman. The streets is dead. I'm like, dude, you a billionaire, man. You can hire like 10 hitmen if you want to George Zimmerman gone.
Right.
Quacking like you like you man, you try to get more black men in jail, man. Quit increasing the school to prison pipeline, Carter.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was cool for the simple fact that, like, man, the fact that you clearly recorded this a week before it dropped or days before it dropped, that's pretty cool. But as far as the streets been done since.
Wait a minute, he's from Brooklyn, man. You it's the most gentrified hood in the world, man. Fuck up.
I think in my head, I've thought the streets been done ever since I seen Thug cyber thugging. I seen like the hardest gangster cyber thugging, niggas beefing, throwing up gangs, sending videos to each other. I think that's been a clear sign. That's been like at least 5 years ago.
Yeah, streets was there when like Talib Kweli threatened to smack me on OK Player. and Melly Bell from Grandmaster Fashion and Furious 5 tried to get to a fight on All Hip Hop.
Yeah. So streets been dead, Hove. But hey man, y'all let Tekashi run around.
The king of LA and New York.
Right. Y'all let.
He tried to go to Chicago, but he snuck in at night and then snuck out during the day.
Right. Y'all let certain people run around all day and y'all ain't check them, but y'all hear this and then want to check me. That's crazy. But that's how it go. But I thought that the album's good. I thought that side, like I said, with side B, there's some good songs on there. I don't think there's any song on there that's like really, really good. That's like a top Drake, a top Drake record.
Yeah, I would say I would rank this is I'll rank this 4 or 5 on his top albums.
I think everything better than Thank Me Later. I'm sorry. I may be the only person that feel like Thank Me Later.
That's what I'm trying to. I have it between Thank Me Later and this. That's 4 or 5. I flip them because there's a few songs on Thank Me Later I really like. But there's songs on there that I really hate. So So it's difficult because I got nothing was the same as my top one. And take
Mm-hmm.
care. Then if you're reading this, it's too late. It's three. Then I don't know where to put uh, either Scorpion or Thank Me Later. It's like I flip them. Right? Okay. I'll probably listen to since I listened to Scorpion recently. I'll rank it higher. Yeah, I'll listen to Thank Me Later again to see do I really hate those songs as much as I thought I do. Did. Then I
So
got then I got More Life. Then I got Views at the bottom.
see, and I like views.
I
So
hate it. I hate it. I was like, it was like skip, 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 skip,
like
like Shannon Sharp.
I go back and I listen to views and I'm like, man, I don't understand why people hate views. I mean,
This sounds bad, man.
man, I just think that it was just
Bad.
I think it was anticipated, like it was too highly anticipated, and then the fact that he was coming off of like the rumors of ghostwriting. So it was like we waiting. So how people was waiting now for Drake, and that people's waiting for a kid. The views, the views hype and everything surrounding views was like 10 times bigger.
Thing
So
with
that's why and the fact that he just like pretty much views and Scorpion to me are like similar. They similar in not the fact that he made, I feel like on views he was making hits. He was making a balanced Drake album, like album cuts and hits. I mean, but they're the same because it's just like the hype around it and what Drake was
I
trying to do.
cannot remember a song. Oh,
On views,
I cannot remember a song. Like
Western Road, Controller.
I hate those are the songs
Yeah.
I hate. One day I hate that song too.
These are all well, One Dance, big song.
I
Hype.
hate don't like that either.
Man, you don't like
I,
nothing. Hotline Bling.
I got tired. I got sick of that song. And he still needs to go pay Drum.
The song Views.
Mm,
Um, yeah, Too Good with Rihanna.
actually, I did like that song. That might be the only song I like on the album.
Pop Style.
Nah, I didn't like that. I'll tell you, I just didn't. It was just something. It just didn't sound good to me. It was just, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't for me.
Well, I agree with you. I think nothing was the same. It is the best Drake album.
It was just most cohesive. It was just like I didn't feel it was any filler. I felt like it was just like he was like in this. He was in a zone,
Mm.
and I just want him. I want him like he's. I don't know what he's chasing. Like the thing with like you look like his contemporaries. Like Kendrick's not chasing not chasing sales or
That ain't true. I hate when people make the argument for Kendrick. That ain't true at all.
what
Kendrick made Damn. Damn sounds like his interpretation of what the new kids like to listen to because he knew
his content is totally different than what the kids are doing.
it's not about the content, it's about the
It's
flow
about
and the
the
it's
content.
about the flow and the melody. It's about the flow and the melody.
The content. No, he's not about that. He's a content artist. He's not
No,
a he's not a sound artist. He's a content.
but I see.
And the thing, every album he makes doesn't sound like the previous album. Every album sounds different.
I get that, and
There's progression here. There's like his next album will not, I guarantee, will not sound like that.
it. I don't think it. I agree. I don't think it's gonna sound. I don't think it's
He's
gonna
not
sound like them, but it's gonna be. I don't think it's
he's an
gonna.
artist. he's chasing his thing. He's chasing himself. He's chasing what can I do to be a better artist?
I
What
disagree. I disagree. I think that that's where he may be now, but if he did not drop Damn, if he did not drop, if he did not drop Damn, and he didn't do those type of records, we would not be looking at Kendrick in the same breath that we look at Kendrick. Huh?
He's probably
Kendrick
right now. He's the most
Kendrick would be
acclaimed artist.
Kendrick career would be more like Nas than his career is more like Jay. Like, I'm just doing a comparison. It's like before there was a Damn, Kendrick was on the Nas blueprint, where it's like you rap well, you have great concepts, you make concept albums, and you have hits, but for the masses, you still don't make enough like hits, quote unquote hits, that make that, push you on that elite level. I'm not saying that Nas is not an elite rapper. We know Nas is arguably the best rapper ever. But when it comes to elite artists, which you now transcend just hip hop, Nas is not on that level of transcending hip hop. When it comes,
Kendrick did To Pimp a Butterfly got a Pulitzer Prize.
No, it didn't. Damn did.
Damn.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
that's above like doing like the Nas thing. They're still in the Nas category. He's just on a bigger level.
No,
that's not a Jay, because Jay-Z doesn't. Actually, Jay doesn't really rap about contemporary like issues. He raps about himself and being rich.
So
he's not on that Jay-Z thing. Him and Jay-Z are opposite artists.
But I'm not focused on the content.
But the content's the most important thing.
But it's not when it comes to the.
That's why he has mainstream appeal. It's because of his content.
That's not true.
That is true. What are you talking about?
No, he has mainstream appeal. He got mainstream appeal strictly because of the type of sound that Damn sounds contemporary, like what kids listen to. His content has stayed the same. Like what he's talking about on Damn is no different than what he was talking about on To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City. The difference is how he making the music. And because he knew that he had to start making hits so that he could be mainstream, he had to.
Already mainstream though.
It was not main. It's a different level of mainstream. Like Wale is a mainstream.
What mainstream are you talking about?
We're talking about the Drake.
No, he was going to the White House.
No, that don't make you main. That don't make you main. We're talking about sales. We're not talking about just the.
Wait.
He listened. I'm telling you, sales. He was not there until.
Let me look at his sales then.
Let's look at his sales. You could tell he's not. He was nowhere near in the same stratosphere as Drake. We talking about Drake. Drake is the biggest. Drake is top 3 biggest artists in the world. He's the #1 rapper in the world. There's no debating that.
He's the most popular rapper. I would say. We're saying you have to say in the context.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
He's not artistically the #1 rapper.
Yeah, but we're not talking. We're saying overall.
I never care about sales. I'll never talk about that.
Yeah, but that's to my argument of how Kendrick. What has now gotten Kendrick to this level is how the style of music he makes. I'm not disagreeing with you with none of you saying.
Damn didn't really see. To Pimp a Butterfly sold more than Damn. Good Kid. Actually, his sales have actually decreased.
How has his sales decreased?
No, I'm looking at the sales. His sales have decreased.
How? What's the numbers?
Good Kid, Mad City was 3 times platinum, and To Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah, he actually only time he went down with To Pimp a Butterfly. That went just platinum. Then he went back to 3 times platinum. He's at the same exact level he was when he released Good Kid, Mad City.
But the point I was making is that
His sales have not changed.
His sales, you just told me his sales changed.
They fluctuated. They haven't really changed.
So
They're at the same level when he released his second album in 2012. He has the same from 2012 to 2017. He's at the same level.
I understand that, but the drop
was The Butterfly, which was he probably expected because it's a concept album. You're not gonna.
It's a drop though. That's the point that I'm trying to make is that it's a drop off. And if he did not make this type of album where he had driven hits, he was coming off of like I said, the project itself, to me, I think To Pimp a Butterfly is his best album, period. I think that's his best album, his best work, best rapping, most cohesive, period. I just think that it's like he took Good Kid, Mad City and did it like 3 times better. That's what I think of Pimp a Butterfly.
Only difference in his sales was like Humble was probably his biggest single. That's the only difference. It's Humble. Humble's the only.
Every record on Damn is platinum almost, and not only that, every record was on the Billboard, and the fact that we just said he won a Pulitzer award for Damn. So it's not a debate if Damn is bigger or not. Damn is his biggest project to date. Yeah. That's his biggest mainstream project. When we're talking about mainstream, what I'm talking about is when you get on that level of the Beyoncés, the Drakes, the Dales. Kendrick wasn't there with no album prior to Damn, and that's what I'm saying.
On that trajectory, which I still don't understand what your argument is. Like, I'm talking about his artistic creativity. Like,
but I wasn't talking about his artistic. That's what I said. I wasn't talking about his artistic.
But, yeah. Damn was probably more accessible, but that didn't change his artistry. Like he still created art. He still went against. Damn went against the grain, despite its more mainstream sound because of his content.
What about his content was against the grain?
Against what was popular?
From how? I mean, maybe I'm not seeing that because that's something that he's been doing for the last 8 years. Yeah. So maybe it's not against the grain anymore to me. And like, I think To Pimp a Butterfly was the album was against the grain, and that changed the landscape of music where now you don't have to make these type of radio friendly records. I think that's how you get 444. That's how you get all these albums after that. Even Damn is like a balance between a really concept, no hit record. I mean, it's like a balanced album where he's really trying to target mainstream people, but he's still trying to stay true to his essence, the artistry that you're talking about.
I'm talking mainstream people. When you say mainstream, I think white. I don't think he's targeting white people. I don't think he makes his album for white people. I think they just happen to buy it. I think that's the difference. What we're trying to say. I think he makes it for young black people. White people just happen to buy it. I don't think he's targeting like, yo, I want to be on MTV. I want to be on pop radio. He's like, I'm going to release an album that I know people in my hood listen to this type of music, and I'm gonna put it my way. And because I'm already famous, it's just gonna go that way.
He don't have to say it, but
I don't think he does it. I think
he does. I think he does because it's a business, and I think that he knows that if
I think Top Dog does that. I don't think he goes out his way. I think they market it a certain way because Interscope does that. But I don't think he's making this album like, yeah, I want to make this album because I want white people to buy my album.
No, but I'm not targeting a race. Like when I think of mainstream, I don't think of just white people. I just think of people who only listen to music in a certain space. So like people who listen to the radio, people who go to like concerts, like, and that's not just white people, even though they're the majority. I'm just saying that he make like artists, not just Kendrick, artists make music for mainstream people. That's why you got radio friendly records. That's why you got radio format. That's why all records now are less than 3.5 minutes, because the format of radio is they play, you got 3.5 minutes. That's all you got. So that's why any songs longer than that, they cut those songs, or they only play one song over 3.5 minutes so that the DJ can go to the bathroom. Like that's how music.
Yeah, I know how that works.
Right. So that's what I'm saying with Kendrick. I'm like, Kendrick is no different. The difference is just that he's staying true to the content. And that's why I wasn't arguing content. I'm saying the style of how he makes his content has changed and it has now gone.
Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing just in different ways. I think, yeah, of course he's keeping up with the times, but I don't think it's some sinister, I'm going to be a pop artist type thing.
But that's where we're different, because I'm saying I think it is. I think that's part of it. I'm not saying that he's like, yo, let me just sell out the whole thing. No, I'm saying that he had to think about, like, damn, if I don't have me a record like this dude over here, if I don't have that record like that, I can't get to this level, and then I can't spread my message even further. Because like I said, Drake is the #1 artist, so everybody's looking at him to see how.
I don't think he's looking at Drake. I don't think he looks at Drake at all. I don't think he looks at anybody.
I disagree.
I think if he's looking at anybody, he's looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce more than he's looking at Drake.
Why would you look at Jay-Z?
He's looking at them. No, he's looking at appeal, about worldwide appeal. I think he's about spreading his message. I don't think he's about like, well, you know, Drake's doing this. I don't think he cares about Drake. I think him and Drake are cool. I don't think he.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it like they not. I'm not saying it like they.
It's like outside of like just a competitive thing. Like, yeah, I want to be looked at as the best lyricist, the best rapper. Like, and he probably is. He's looked at as probably the top rapper.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about in a negative way. I'm saying that he's looking at Drake, like you said, competition. We're talking, this is a business. So this is all about competition. This is not about like true, we friends or not, we like each other or not. I'm talking about competition. I'm saying if the #1 business, if Drake is the #1 business, I have to pay attention to my competition. That don't necessarily I have to undercut or be so like embodied by what he's doing. I'm just saying that he's paying attention. So if Drake,
I think he's paying attention to everybody. It's just not Drake there. He's paying attention to everybody.
Oh, you pay attention, but you pay attention to the top guy. If this,
of course. If he's selling the most, he's paying attention to Taylor Swift too. He's paying attention to Beyonce. He's paying attention to Adele.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying that, look, we're in the same field. If we both flip burgers, right? If there's McDonald's and Burger King is paying attention to McDonald's, McDonald's is paying attention to Burger King. And that's Kendrick and that's Drake. You can pick who's what. I'm just saying that they pay attention to each other. I'm not saying that they you know are so embodied into each other, like they so focused on each other. I'm just saying they pay attention to each other.
Well, and of course.
Hey, if Drake is doing this and Drake is making this type of move here and is getting on this level, this worldwide level that you're talking about, Kendrick is trying to get there too. Kendrick didn't truly get there until this damn album. That's what I'm saying. That was my whole initial point of bringing Kendrick up. It's just that he didn't get there into this damn album. This damn album, because of how it sounds, because it's contemporary, and how he has done a great job of taking his true essence of his content, but blending it and making it sound like what these little niggas make. Doing that well is what's catapulted him to the same level as Drake, because he was not there before. And that's what I'm saying. That's helped him now. We're paying attention to Drake, and he needed to, because if he didn't, we wouldn't look at Kendrick in the same light if we don't get a damn. If we don't get a damn album, if we get another Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick will be just one of the greatest MCs ever. And that's great for Kendrick. I know that he wants to be considered one of the greatest MCs ever, or the greatest MC, but I think it's more than that. I think he cares way more than that. I think he wants to be one of the best artists ever. And that's where sometimes it can get compromised. But
yeah, but I don't think his sound got compromised. So
And that's and right. Like you feel like it's don't like it don't. I feel like I mean, you know, it's just a matter of you know, disagreement. I feel like his sound got a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's just a disagreement because I feel like he doesn't. He may look at the pop audience, but I don't think he's as conscious of making pop records as Drake is. Drake is
writing the songs.
Extremely more conscious of making pop records.
You could tell how Kendrick's writing the songs that he's more conscious about mainstream records, like how he's more melodic. His records are more melodic than they ever been. Like
but I'm saying it's not. He's not as intensely focused as Drake. Drake wants to be pop, 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 pop. Kendrick cares about that, but not as much as Drake does. I think that's where we differ. I think Drake is more in tune about, you know,
different artists.
I think he's more in tune. Like, I want little white kids singing my songs.
I think Kendrick want everybody singing his songs too. Yeah. I don't think that Kendrick is like, I just want the niggas to sing my songs. Like, I get.
I think Kendrick cares more about black people singing his music than Drake cares about.
No, I think Kendrick cares about. I think Kendrick cares about pushing the black agenda, the message in the song more so than I think
this probably.
I'm saying like
I think we kind of like
similar. We're in the same ballpark, but we just
have similar different. Yeah, I think Kendrick has more artistic integrity in his music than Drake does in his. Because certain songs, Kendrick won't make a certain song just because it may sound good on the radio. Well, I think Drake will.
Well, we can't really say that.
I don't think he won't. We haven't heard Kendrick do a song like that yet, so we don't know.
Yeah, or haven't done. What type of song are we talking about?
I would say it's like a Hotline Bling. He doesn't have a Hotline Bling in his own, which is it's a nothing song. Really, Hotline Bling is a nothing song, but it was very catchy, very popular. I don't think Kendrick's all his songs, even singles, they have some meaning to them. Hotline Bling has no meaning. It's just there.
Yeah, but
so he hasn't. That's I think that's where we differ because I don't think he would just put out something that doesn't mean anything. I think he still has artistic integrity where even if it does sound popular, it's still going to mean something.
But I see, and that I could debate that because he just gives those records to other people. Like those records just like the records that he write like that just go to other people and he's featured on them. He's not, or he's the background vocal on it. For example,
that's not his song though.
He wrote it.
That's not his song. Once you give it away, it's no longer your song.
Oh man!
Once you give it away, it's not your song anymore.
If you sing on a hook, if you all over the record,
no, it's not your song.
Hey man,
I know you want to defend Aubrey, man, but
no, I'm just saying.
That's what it's all about, though.
No. I'm just saying that they're not so far. I'm saying they're not so far.
No, you're defending Aubrey. Let's go ahead and defend them.
No, I'm saying they're not so far different, man. Like Kendrick and Drake. Kendrick and Drake are not that far apart. As much as people want to make them that different, they're not that different.
Because they make opposite music.
They don't make opposite music. They just
content. I'm talking about content. Content. I'm more
content. But content is not just the music. Like we're talking.
That's what it is to me. I'm like, well, why?
But okay, so that's your.
I listen for content. I don't just listen.
Yeah, but that's your
music. I just listen to house music all the time.
That's your definition of music. But I'm saying overall is content, is melodies, is structure. All of that embodies the art form of music. And I'm saying that the way that Kendrick and Drake make music is not that far off. It's just like you said, what separates them is the content, which like I said, I wasn't never debating the content of what Kendrick.
So we just talking about that thought process in the music. Well, okay,
I was talking about the whole structure of how music is made. When I say the whole,
everybody makes the same music. There, if we're just gonna say that,
I was saying the whole product, and I was saying how Drake.
That's every artist. That's not Kendrick and Drake. That's Cole. There's Wale. That's a lot.
I was gonna no, but I was gonna bring up Cole too, because I was like, to the point, I'm like, Cole started making music. Like, we can look at this last Cole album and hear like the Kendrick influences, and you can hear like trying to get that balance of making what the kids make today and appeal to them, to the mainstream, and but trying to stay true to their core. And that's what I'm saying. You got to have that balance.
I forget what the original issue was that we were talking about.
I did too.
I think I'm done. I don't even want to talk about it because we're I don't like going into places where I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know where it went from. We was talking about Drake, and I can't remember now about Drake and why the comparison of Kendrick came. But
I think did I say so? I just said something about his, like, he doesn't have like he. I think, what was I saying? It was just something about his artistry that it's just. It seems, I don't know. I just saw it seems limited. It seems like he. I think that's what I was trying to get at. Is that he just
Drake,
I don't
Drake artist.
His artistry is just limited. He doesn't. I don't know what he. He just makes superficial music. That's and like there's nothing wrong with making superficial music. Like Jay's made his whole career out of basically making superficial music until 444. So I'm just like, when is Drake gonna do his 444? Do we have to wait till he's 40?
I mean, some people can say this is his 444.
Yeah, well, he did a piss poor job at that, man.
Oh, but at the same time, I mean, he's also he's the biggest artist in the world. So so
that means he doesn't have to worry then.
It's not about or look at a different perspective. He don't have the luxury that other rappers or artists have that can do that. Once you when you in the driver's seat and you in the top spot, the man gets scrutinized for everything that he do. So if he told you on Sandra's Rose, this a classic would be 10 of these. Like 10 of these songs that I'm doing and rapping to these beats would be a classic album. Clearly, he letting you know that I can't give you a classic album because I'm Drake. I have to give you everything. And that's unfair to him. That's unfair to him, but that's also the game. That's how it works.
And I think that's a cop out. That's a cop out.
How's that cop out? If
there are a lot of artists for him.
If he started rapping about if he started rapping about important,
no, it's not. No, it's not. You don't have to do conscious stuff. I'm just doing stuff. Just do stuff from real emotion. That's all I will.
That's what he's doing.
Real emotion.
That's what he's doing. You just don't appreciate the same way that you.
No, it's not. I know a phony when I see one. There's a lot of this is phony. A lot of his like little emotional stuff is not real emotion. It always goes back to the same thing. It's not real. Maybe it's more of like I'm doing a little too much. I've been around too many social workers and talking about my feelings a lot, so I know real emotion, and this isn't real emotion.
So which emotion is not real for Drake?
All of them. It's not all of them. All of them seem phony. They're like, I don't believe a thing that you say.
So you believe about his kid?
Huh? No, I think he says things that he thinks we want to hear. I don't know. I think he's still going. He may still be going through because you can tell like he's still going through how to feel about being a father. Because I don't know if he cares about his kid. You only met his kid once. So how can you care about somebody you only met once that you haven't been around? You weren't there for the birth. You don't know. It's kind of like he thinks I should feel this way, versus do I really feel this way? Like if he was questioning that,
or can it be that the fact that on this day I felt this way, but then I may feel something different in real. I may feel something different now,
but he doesn't.
Or it could be the fact that like, okay, when I wrote this song, I felt this way, and like, I mean, because writing songs, Like you could write a song and feel that emotion when you wrote it, but then you could record the song months later and not feel exactly the same way. So when you recite those lyrics, it may not come across the same passion and same way as it did when you wrote it. But that don't mean that it's less true. It's less true than when you it's less true.
He's been saying the same things though since So Far Gone. So it's just.
But his life has been the same since So Far Gone.
No, it hasn't. You experienced. You tell me he hasn't experienced anything new in 8 years? I'm broke and I experience something new every week.
It's the same. It's the same. It's different experience, but in the same ballpark. Like I don't know what you want him to. What you want him to.
Real emotion.
Like what you want to crown a record. Like
no. I want him to sound authentic. There's no authenticity there.
I see. Then is like how can you determine authenticity for him? Like.
I don't know. Maybe he's just a superficial guy, and that's just how he is.
Right. I'm like that. Maybe
that's what I don't like. I don't like phony people. I don't like superficial phony. Maybe that's why I don't. That doesn't appeal to me. Superficial stuff doesn't appeal to me. I care about real world things. So maybe that's why it doesn't appeal to me. It sounds good. It just doesn't appeal to my sensibilities. That could be the whole thing.
Right, and that's possible. I mean, the way my outlook on Drake is that there's certain or art music in general, so not just Drake. Music in general is that there are certain things that I look for in certain people, and there's certain things that I know that this person can't exhibit for a multitude of reasons of why they can't. So for Drake, I'm not looking for Drake. Drake has already proven and showed to me that hey, the conscious rapper is not, or the real world issues is not him. And even if it wants to be him, it can't be him at this point anyway. Because if he did anything like that, niggas would kill Drake. Like
they're gonna kill him anyway. It doesn't really matter. His whole like he shouldn't worry about critics or people on the internet because his fan base is already built in. He has a legion of stans who will say anything he does is great. So he doesn't have to worry.
It's not that simple though, because it's like
pretty much is.
No, it's not. It's business. Like at the end of the day, we're talking about the art form versus the business.
The business, once you have your fan base, they don't leave you.
But that's not true. Because
they don't leave you. When you reach a certain status, they will not leave you. You will always have, you may not be, there's a certain built-in, like with Michael Jackson, like with Prince, they had, no matter what they did, they always had, okay, I have this strong 500,000 people who are going to love me no matter what. But Beyonce has that. I have this strong legion of fat women and gay men who will follow me if I jumped off a bridge.
All of these
every great artist has that. Unless you're just a flash in the pan, then you have to worry about that. Drake's not a flash in the pan. So
we understand that, but all three of these people are bad examples that you're using because two of them are dead. Well, no.
I'm talking about when they were alive.
I won't say that about Prince. I take that back about Prince. But for Michael Jackson's whole existence from 1996 till even further back from Bad all the way to his death was chasing that level of success that he got to, which was the business. The thing, that's the thing. That's the most special circumstance in the history of music. Because you just named three people who have the same type of career.
I'm not saying their fan base. I'm like he still had that strong fan base. Like, of course, Thriller.
But it's not about the fan base.
80 million. You're not gonna have 80 million strong fans. But he had that strong 10 million. Always. That's what I'm saying. You have that strong base that you can experiment, and he can always go back pop.
But they don't care. Once you reach that type of success,
artists can do vanity projects. Let's make it a vanity project. Artists can do that. Lil Wayne.
People don't care about. People don't. Once you get.
I think we have different. I think I'm more. I think the public's more forgiving than you think they are.
No, it's not that. I don't think that they're not forgiving. I'm not talking about the public anymore. I'm talking about the individual. I'm talking about. I've always been talking about the artist and why.
Well, how do we get back to the fans then? They can't do it. I mean, that's Drake doesn't want to make that type of. Maybe Drake doesn't want to be vulnerable. Maybe that's. I'm just.
I'm expecting too much of him. I think that Drake is trying to be vulnerable.
Maybe that's why I'm expecting too much of him. I think of how I think artists are. I'm expecting too much of him. This is where he's gonna be.
Right.
Just leave him there. Okay, so we can stop debating Drake and move on because now I never want to hear his music again. I never want to hear his name again.
Why?
Because I'm just sick of talking about him. It's just boring.
Hey man,
let's ban him from the show for a month.
Kendrick and Drake will make an album together one day. And
I'll probably buy it and then blow my brains out.
Drake will sing the melodies and Kendrick will.
That's another reason I don't like. I'm my thing with the singing. I don't like people who can't sing, and that's why I don't buy Rihanna albums because I know she can't sing.
Yeah, we should
break Ox albums because I know she can't sing.
We should just switch subjects because then I'm gonna just be like Kendrick sings now on everything too, and he can't sing.
Yeah, that's why Damn is probably my least favorite project is because the singing. If you can't sing, I'm like, let's do auto tune, hire Montel Jordan. I don't like bad singing. I grew up on too much good R&B to listen to bad singing.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's where
music is going now. That's why I listen to a lot of. I don't listen to hip hop too much anymore.
I'm with you.
I listen to international artists. You know what I listen to. I listen to stuff that's not made in America because America has been Trumpized.
Yeah, I listen to Thundercat. I listen to like I said, I listen to Drake, but I'll listen to Thundercat, the Weekend. I mean, not the Weekend. The Internet. I'm listening to records like that on a regular basis, or R&B on a regular basis. I'm not really listening to hip hop either, especially because I
don't like
there's no substance behind what they talking about. But I'm also okay with there's no substance because I know that Tekashi 6ix9ine ain't been through nothing in life. Like, I mean, not to say that he ain't been through, I'm just saying overall, like these just kids that grew up on the internet. Like they ain't never been in no streets. They don't know nothing about no real life. So I can't expect them to write Illmatic at 19, even though Nas was writing Illmatic at 19.
And we got a whole different way kids are growing up. Like Nas could write Illmatic because he couldn't go on the internet. There was really no internet. It was very small. There was no people were using payphones. So he had more of a space where
you was in the street.
Yeah.
Like everything you did was outside. Like us growing up as kids, everything was outside. Like I was outside from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day in the summertime. Like right now I would be outside and you know what I'm saying, I would only go inside to watch Monday Night Raw. So, you know what I'm saying, or Nitro and Raw. So that's you know what I'm saying? So like that's
video games didn't start getting popular until we became teenagers. That's when the video game explosion with PlayStation and
Dream.
I wasn't outside too much because I grew up in the projects and I didn't want to get shot, so I was only outside half the time. Because otherwise I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I would be dead or in jail.
Right. I'm just like,
the general sentiment stands.
Them kids don't have no real they don't have no concept of real life yet. So it's like
life is Twitch.
Right. I can't expect them to give me any type of, I mean, shit, they give me songs that's a minute and 30 seconds long. That's an interlude. That used to be interludes.
Yeah, or I wish people would realize that if your album's only 20 some minutes, that's an EP.
Right. Right. So even because these kids, everything, I ain't finna get up. Now we finna sound like old fart.
But it's like true. It's like it's not us. It's not even the kids. It's adults too. It's just everything is oversaturated. There's nothing breathes anymore.
Yeah, that.
There's too much content. There's actually right now. There's too much music.
Yeah, I mean, from being oversaturated to everything just being
Accessible.
accessible. That to me, I feel like, man, I don't know which one is worse, oversaturated or being accessible because
I mean, it's like lighting already a large powder keg, man. It's bound to explode.
because I mean, man, the fact that yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the same amount of artists and content was around back then. Or not probably the same amount, but a good amount was around back then. It's just that you had no way of being in Buffalo, New York to hear Chief Keef. You couldn't hear Chief Keef in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, local artists stayed local until they broke through.
Right. And I mean broke through would be get on some type of mainstream media, like either a radio or a magazine or something like that.
Yeah, you broke locally, and then hopefully someone from New York or LA heard your record,
Right.
and they played it on the national radio station.
Right. And now we can hear the hottest rapper in Buffalo. So instead of being like the Buffalo kid finding out about Chief Keef, it's like whoever Chief Keef is in Buffalo, like we gonna hear all of y'all. We're gonna hear all of y'all, especially if your song catch on SoundCloud or whatever. So it's like, yeah, I think it's the access of it. I feel like everybody was. Oh, I mean, I think that it's been a little more increased when it comes to being oversaturated because now it's easier to make music. Before it's like you needed thousands of dollars to make music. Now you need about $500 and
You need
that's
a
it.
you need a good laptop and a mic.
Yeah, you get you a condenser mic, a filter, and you buy
and buy Fruity Loops.
right. I was about to say buy FL Studios or Logic, and then you good to go. You know what I'm saying? Where back
Just make sure it doesn't sound like any Marvin Gaye song. Make sure it doesn't sound like any Marvin Gaye song, and you're good.
Yeah, niggas
And
need to stop.
Ed Sheeran, you about to man. You about to be
Ed Robin Thicke. Them white boys better stop making black music. That's what they should learn.
Yeah, man. This is and this is not even Marvin Gaye family. This is like a third party former Motown estate person.
Hey man, I mean, you can listen to that record. Thinking Out Loud. I think the record Thinking Out Loud. Yeah. And I mean, you can definitely.
That's more. I think that's more like it than Blurred Lines. that's more blatant than Blurred Lines to me.
Well,
no, with Blurred Lines, I can probably see. I'm like, can you really steal like a chord progression that's kind of murky? But this is the melody too. Like you can't steal two. You can steal one and maybe get away with it, but you stole two.
Them drums on Blurred Lines just sound like
got to give it up.
Yeah, got to give it up. Yeah, like it ain't the same song like Ed Sheeran and Let's Get It On.
Yeah, but and the thing is like Robin Thicke and Pharrell, they really tried to hide it. Like Ed is like playing them back to back at his concerts. He's doing his song, then he's doing a cover of Let's Get It On. I'm like, you basically snitching on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Robin Thicke tried to do that Vanilla Ice. Ding 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 ding. ding 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 ding. But I'll go ding 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 ding.
Right. Yeah, man. That's ours is different.
See, man, we got an extra ding now.
Like, nah, man. That's funny, man. It definitely got sued. Yeah. Yeah, so that's crazy. But yeah, them white folks better leave. They
But at
better
least the Motown hits home, man.
stop sampling Marvin Gaye. Okay. Like call them up. Call them up and say, hey, man, can we sample this music?
Like Nona, please. I got nothing left. Please, Nona, just let me sample.
Because if y'all don't, y'all finna come up off this bread. So let's see what else is out there.
Fuck. What fucking Nicki Minaj, your career is over. And when she's on West Coast Productions in a couple of years.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
I mean, how many singles has she released, man? It's like none of these are hidden. Like they hit the first week, then they drop. And the only reason they hit the first week is because, she has the most. I won't even say it's something worse than Rabbit. What's I'm trying to look for the adjective for clinically insane. Fan bases. Toxic.
I mean, man, it was really. I mean, Nicki Minaj has been making. It's like she'll make some good music, but then she'll make about 3 terrible, like I mean, terrible verses and raps and all that. It just be terrible.
Yeah.
Like she on Booed Up remix.
Oh,
terrible verse.
Turned that off as soon as I heard that. I'm like,
yeah, I heard that for the first time yesterday. I'm like, man, this is hot garbage. That Big Bank Take Little Bank is a horrible song. Everybody, that beat, everything about that is horrible. But I'm like, Nicki Minaj, I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know. I mean, it feel like she's setting herself up to fail. And it's like at first I'd be like, okay, it was your label, but now I'm thinking like, nah, it's you now.
like her label's trying to save her. They pushed her back.
Which was crazy. I don't know why you thought that dropping in June was a smart idea.
I mean, you had Drake and the part and half of the good music release. You would not. Nothing was happening.
I mean, the fact that your label mate is dropping in June, and
yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Like you
right,
work for the same team. You should want to help each other.
right. Your label mate, or even
Wait,
if y'all,
are they still label mates? Is he out of his deal? Did this
I don't.
double album get him out of his deal?
That was one thing that was vague. Is like you don't know what deal he talking about. I mean, if he talking about the Cash Money deal, he mentioned that I'm pretty sure we still got a label. I'm independent. He made some references about label talk, but I don't know, man. I thought he was supposed to be out of his deal with If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Oh
But,
no, them 360s are wild.
right. I mean, the fact that the nigga had 9, he was signing 9 people before.
Yeah,
before
man.
he dropped one album. So I mean,
Man, he's like, man, let artists out there, let this be a lesson. Let Ari be a lesson to y'all. Don't get extorted, man. Just you start getting extorted, man. Just go to UPS.
yeah, that may be another reason why this nigga out here making this music. Like, look, I gotta make this money back. Like everybody eating off me, I gotta get something out this deal.
Man, Jay Prince is holding me by my ankles off a fucking hotel balcony.
I'm like, shit, I gotta if I'm making these people
Oh yeah,
80.
I forgot about that, man. I take back everything I said about Drake. Man, you owe too. You keep making these albums, man. You need some money. Shit.
Like, yeah, like if
I forgot about that, man.
I done made $85 million this year, but I only bring home $5 million, Joe.
I mean, Kendrick only owned Top Dog, man.
Right.
And he got crip protection, so them Canadian gangsters ain't helping you.
Top Dog and Universal, where I know
I was gonna say Dre, but I think Dre don't even care about that. He got that Apple money.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Dre like that's man, that's the money I'm gonna spend on more steroids. I don't care about that.
That's why it's like when you got when you got I don't believe that it really was 2 years, 40 million. I mean, or 40 million for this album. But hey, 20 million, 10 million, that's still good. You know. I mean,
and the fact that he lives in Canada, they tax the hell out of you there.
you say they do.
Yeah, no, that's why NBA players do not want to get traded to Toronto, because that's the conversion rate for your money.
Oh yeah.
And then the fact that because there's a reason they have universal health care. They have to, that's how they pay for it. Like, oh, they don't pay to be wealthy in Canada.
Well, hey man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, Aubrey. I keep forgetting you're Canadian, and you got to make as much money as possible.
You may have dual citizenship. No, I'm just playing.
You're going to have to renounce that citizenship, man. Go ahead and take that test before Trump changes.
Knowing, right. He was probably on Trump good side until he dissed Kanye.
Oh damn, man. Fuck. Man, I'm gonna miss Drake concerts in America. That damn wall over Canada. It's gonna be hard for you to climb, man. You couldn't even run away from that bullet in the grass.
Putting pins to the sheets, man. Pins to the sheets. I'm trying to think what else happened in the world today. I don't know, man. I ain't been watching the news, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know. Well, white people still calling the cops on black people. In Portland, they called on this state representative because she was taking too long outside, and she was black with dreads, so she was obviously selling crack.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, that's what happened to us, man. I mean,
yeah, I see a cop now. I just confess. I'm like, yeah, I did it, man. Just take me away. Man. Just don't kill me, please.
Yeah. We shouldn't be used to it, but I mean, they definitely call them.
I mean, that's no, I forgot. Another person who may get sued, Donald Glover. This is not America.
Oh yeah, he definitely
jacked that.
I don't care. The dude rap the beat, the whole concept.
The concept, even the vocal cadence was the same.
Right. Yeah, people want to be, and people be like, no, he didn't bite, he didn't steal that, man. Like, no. That's a common thing to do when you get on that level. Apparently, Billie Jean was stolen. So,
interesting.
That's what Quincy Jones said.
Man, Quincy Jones was listening to Brazilian music, talking about who was gay in the '60s.
Right. That interview, Quincy Jones said Michael Jackson sold Billie Jean the Said he stole the bass line and all type of stuff. Then paid Donna Summers nut. I'm like, this nigga airing everything out, but
does he have cancer or something, man? This sounds like some, like, man, I'm gonna be dead anyway.
nah, because he went back and apologized.
He must have got like a second opinion.
He got that Walt. He got whatever Walt Disney wanted. Walt Disney tried to freeze himself so he come back alive.
Come back as zombie Disney.
Right. It's like whatever they was talking to him about that they potentially have, but they just wasn't ready to go live with it. Quincy Jones ended up getting it. Because that nigga definitely apologized. And he's still alive and kicking. Don't look like he dying anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I forgot to mention this like early. We was talking about LeBron. Like they said, like Magic, like went over to LeBron's house in California and like he had dinner. You think Savannah threw away them dishes that Magic was using?
Magic went over there like a booty call. He said Magic was there at 9:01 p.m.
Stayed for 3 hours.
Right, I'm like, there's some thugging love right here.
Yeah. And then I think I know what happened. I think like LeBron was like hesitating to like he was like, man, I think I should be loyal to Cleveland. And then like Magic just took out a syringe full of his blood and said, you signing with LA.
Yeah. Hey man. Well,
I think that's how you're gonna get Kawhi. He just gonna go up to Pop with a syringe. Like stand up on the trade. You're getting Josh Hart in a second round pick.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing as a I don't know what the Spurs gonna do. They want too much.
They still gonna win 50 games next year. It's just what they do.
Yeah, I mean they didn't lose anybody. I mean without Kawhi they were winning. So I mean they can still win. I mean they can't win a championship, but who's Warriors anyway? It definitely not anybody in the East. I tell you that the East is high garbage.
I don't know. I got to see how Boston plays with Gordon Hayward back.
And Kyrie.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that they'd be good.
Because I think they're probably the only team in the East that can win a game against the Warriors. Because they can pick out a lineup that can shoot.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like they'll win a game. I think they'll win a game, maybe two, but yeah, they can't beat the Warriors for a game.
I don't know, man. There's you go to Boston, man. I'm just thinking of that movie Celtic Pride, where like they kidnapped Damon Wayans,
right?
Kidnapped KD,
right? I'm like KD. I'm like, yeah, who going? I don't know. And now you got Cousins.
Man, I was hoping that Dwight was gonna go to the Warriors, because then I knew they was gonna lose because he was a cancer. He was gonna destroy that whole franchise.
Mm. Yeah, that'd have been terrible. I'd have been mad.
The Grim Reaper of the NBA, Dwight Howard, killing franchise.
Talking about Dwight Howard thinking about going back. No, you stay your ass far away from LA. That's subpar performance when you was there.
I think that was it for what's happening in society. Dude, the world is still screwed up. Trump is gonna get us all killed eventually. So just have fun. It doesn't matter anyway. We're all dead.
That's crazy.
What an optimistic way to end this podcast.
So what about No chances. No chance.
No chance. Oh, let's see. What's no chance? Uh, I don't even know. I don't know. No chance of the Eastern Conference winning NBA championship in 2022.
You said to 2022?
Yeah, so I figured that they can win a title then.
Let me see. No chance. No chance that white people stop calling police on black people.
Like,
Oh, man.
I concur with that. That's their own personal customer service. The police.
Dude, like, I don't know why, but they just love calling the police. So don't look like that's gonna stop anytime soon. Let me see. Anything big coming up this weekend?
Well, Lakeith Stanfield's film "Sorry to Bother You." It's gonna be in select theaters tomorrow, so I'm gonna go see that. It's gonna be at AMC downtown, so I don't know. I might go see it because then again, I don't want to be downtown Chicago on the weekend, especially on a Friday.
I know it's in select theaters. Is there any theaters that's here that's showing it?
AMC downtown Chicago and it's AMC in Evanston.
Oh, wow.
Then it's the select theaters. Next week is the
Everywhere.
nationwide release.
So AMC East probably showing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go see these black movies. Gotta support the black movies. I didn't see Superfly.
Oh man, I'm gonna watch that in the barbershop when I go.
Yeah, it should have probably went straight to DVD, but now
Right.
I'm like obligated to go. Uncle Drew, I didn't see.
I ain't going to see that trash, man. Oh yeah, Tiffany Haddish, man. That's another no chance, man. If anybody telling Tiffany Haddish anything, because you tell her one thing, it's coming out. She don't know how to keep any secret.
Man, yeah, she talk like she talking like she on the phone with her girlfriends. Just
And she talking to like Vanity Fair.
right. Like she just kicking it with the girls and shit. Like, no, you cannot tell this business told on Drake, told on Sanaa Lathan.
And they said she's supposed to be with Common now.
Sanaa Lathan?
No, Tiffany.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. That's
Common's goal is to hit every black chick in Hollywood.
right. That's how you stay hot, man. That's how you stay hot in these streets. Got passing around. You was speaking of like, messing with chicks and dating.
Oh yeah. I'm doing the experiment for the podcast. I am now on Tinder. And man, it is a lot of fat chicks on Tinder. My God. Is that where all you cows go?
How you know they fat?
I can tell. I know angles. I've been conditioned to look at angles a certain way because of a certain person I went to college with. We did the okey doke.
That's funny.
So I got a few matches. I'll see. They say they're not going, but it's Tinder. Everybody's going. So
That is.
I'll report back. You know, if they not on that city girls and trying to rob me.
Man.
So I guess I gotta hit in like public restrooms or something.
And there are people out there like that. They will give you a massage and then come to your house and give you a massage and then rob you.
Yeah, I don't there nothing that's coming to my house. We're meeting in like public restrooms in a park.
Oh man.
I mean, in DC, it's only like a $200 fine. I got that.
All right, so I'm like, let's see, anything else happening this weekend? I know it's chosen few.
Oh yeah, I might stop at that too.
Yeah, nah, I won't be there this year. But everybody have fun at that. The Taste is coming up, Taste of Chicago.
Yeah, I'm going to go to one of the concerts. I'm going to the Black Star show.
What day is that?
I think that's like the 14th.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go. I'm going to that. That's the only show I want to see. Is I want to see Mos Def and Talib Kweli. Well, I want to punch Talib Kweli. I want to hear Mos Def.
Why you want to punch?
Man, Talib Kweli's just an annoying little dweeb. Just a dweeb, man. That's all I can say.
I'm a
Like if you followed him on Twitter, man, you would grow a strong dislike for him.
That's funny. You call him a dweeb.
Yeah, man, he's just a conscious doofus. But
Nah.
Most Def still good. I can see that.
Yeah, you said Tuesday?
No, when's the 14th? I think that might be a Saturday.
Mm. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go to the Taste. I haven't been in like 2 years, 3 years maybe.
Yeah, last time I went was exactly I think it was 3 years ago. This was the last time I worked downtown. It's on work because it was easy for me to just go after work or go during my lunch. But since I work outside of the loop, it's hard. I'm not trying to like pay for parking or hop on the train. So they still they still stab people on the train. So
Mm.
out to the red line.
Yeah, that's terrible. Well, I'm trying to think. I think that's it, man. I think that there's nothing else going on in the city. It's a lot of different, events. Go outside. It's supposed to be hot, so gotta be safe. Not burn up out here.
And if you want to buy Jay-Z and Beyonce tickets, email fieldpodcast@gmail.com. Also, email us if you have any questions or any topics you want us to go over on the show. We're open.
Yep, that's
We're
true.
talking about the Beyonce song, right? That show's coming up, the deconstruction of Beyonce.
Oh yeah, don't think we forgot about tearing Beyonce down.
Yeah. And female correspondent Shelby might be in for that show. A female
Yeah.
correspondent for all female issues.
Yeah. So yeah, that's coming up. All right, man. Let's get up out of here. What's you got a song? That song of the week?
Song of the week. I'll probably I'll play this. I'll play it for our SoundCloud listeners. It's it's the Booed Up Plies remix because that Nicki remix is trash. Give you some Plies. You got any songs, man?
Yeah. This is Aubrey week. Aubrey day, Aubrey week. You gonna play something off that new album. Matter of fact, man, there's so many songs I kinda want to play. But 8 out of 10. We're gonna go with 8 out of 10, man.
All right.
All right, 8 out of 10.
Mm,
Yep. So, all right, man. So, episode 23.
in the bruh.
Dang, LeBron. Oh, damn, LeBron.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right,
yeah.
Fieldy.
We out. Fuck you, Walter.